Sub boxing fans, Total Top is coming at you once again. AR here with my twin Dre. And this is gonna be the Danny Garcia Lucas Matthysse prediction video for September 14th. Hope you guys are excited as we are for this bout, man.
I
Honestly,
think they are.
yeah, man. Honestly, we waiting a long time for this fight. I was actually hoping it was gonna be on the East Coast, man, but it couldn't have happened on a better night, man. On the Floyd Mayweather and Canelo Alvarez undercard, man. Definitely, a lot of exposure for both fighters. Well, deserved exposure for both fighters, man. Shout out to both fighters and best of luck to you guys, man. But let's get straight into it, Dre. Tell me, man, what's your thoughts and predictions on this fight, man?
Man, I'm just excited as you are and as everyone else. I'm assuming. It's definitely gonna be a great fight, man. That's what boxing's about. Two fighters in the two of the best fighters in the division getting it on. And like you said, I wish it could have been the East Coast fight, but man, it's gonna be on the Mayweather Canelo Alvarez card. That just made that fight 10 times. That whole night just 10 times better. I'm actually looking forward to
Definitely.
it. Danny Garcia is a great he's a great boxer. A lot of people underestimate him, but he definitely does show some great skills in the ring. Even though he's a little flat-footed, he moves fairly well. Has great counter-punching ability. Has good power. A great left hook. Lucas Matthysse, same thing. Great boxing skills. Great defense skills. Great counter-punching ability. But this guy has amazing power. I think that's the reason he has, in my opinion, the more of the edge. Because of the power. But what's your thought on this, bro? What's your thought on the fight?
My prediction on this fight. To be honest, man, a lot of people counting Danny out. I'm actually riding with Danny on this fight, man. Danny, he honestly, I think Danny has that, like that incredible Hulk come out of nowhere, snap your head off type power. Like, don't get this dude mad because he's gonna take your head off. Lucas Matthysse does have heavy hands, man. He does have power, but I think in this fight, Danny's right hand is going to be real effective against Matthysse. Matthysse has a tendency of coming straight forward. You know what I mean? He does have his underrated boxing skills, but he does have a tendency of being a straightforward fighter. And I think that Danny's right hand is definitely going to find a place to land every time he throws it against Matthysse. Now, I can't say that both fighters have been in the ring with somebody to say that has tested their chins, but I will say on September 14th, both fighters' chins and boxing abilities will be tested. I personally think that this fight will go no more than 10 rounds, but I'm giving the slighter edge to Danny on this one. I feel that Matthysse uh, will is gonna get hurt, man. Danny, he's strong. He's flat footed, yeah, but I think that's why he has so much power. He sits on his punches. Um, this fight is definitely one for the books, man. I'm definitely looking forward to it. You got two 140-pound kings going at it, but Danny, he is the bigger fighter in this fight, so I'm giving him the slight edge, man. I'm giving Danny a TKO on this fight, man. To be honest with you.
Well, what is it about Danny that he possesses, aside from a Judah, a Devin, or even a Lamont Peterson, that you think that he has what it takes to, convincingly beat Lucas or even knock him out?
His strength, bro. This dude, even though he has been in the ring with, let's say, for example, with a Judah, they say that he was older. Um, Even though Judah towards the end of the fight was giving him work, Danny was hurting Judah. You know what I mean? Judah kept busy because he knows if he stood in front of Danny, he was gonna get hurt. You know what I mean? He went there with Khan. Khan was tagging Danny up. He was, but Judah. I mean, I'm sorry, but Khan, he has glass jaw, and Danny just has power. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I feel that in this case, Danny is gonna use his power effectively, but he's gonna fight smart also. Since Matthysse does come in forward, throw the right hand, he's gonna find a spot to land, or even the jab. Know what I mean? Jab, right hand. When Matthysse gets a little closer, know what I mean? Because Matthysse has a tendency of trying to close that up. Gonna throw the left hook. Know what I mean? It's gonna hurt Matthysse. I'm not saying that Danny's not gonna get hurt either, because he's going in there against Matthysse. But I'm giving Danny the slighter edge on this fight, man.
I feel you actually made a great point. And the point was that Garcia is gonna go in there boxing smart. His father's trying to make Danny out to be this killer that honestly I don't think he is. And I hope Danny doesn't believe that himself. Danny's a great boxer, man, and like I said, you made a great point. I think Danny's gonna go out there and box fairly well for the first couple rounds, maybe one to the third round. He, even though he's a flat-footed boxer, I think he's gonna try to be on his toes and try to stay away from Lucas. I'm thinking he's gonna try to outbox Lucas. And you're right, Lucas does come straight forward to you, but the only thing that the reason I don't think that Danny's gonna be able to land effective power punches on Matthysse is because I believe that Matthysse has great defense. A lot of people don't see that, but Matthysse sometimes kind of fucks around with that shoulder roll, and I see that a lot in the ring. But other than that, overall he has great defense. The thing about Danny is that Danny's defense, I'm not a big fan of it because he always leaves his hand slightly below his chin, and he's always throwing them wide loopy punches, which allows him to get hit, especially by a guy like Lucas Matthysse that loves throwing straight punches. Now, like I said, Danny's gonna come out boxing fairly well the first 3 rounds, just like Peterson did. But then once Matthysse closes that gap and starts letting his hands go and starts landing on Danny Garcia, I think it's only gonna be a matter of time before Lucas Matthysse gets rid of Danny. So personally, not taking nothing away from Danny Garcia, I'm a big fan of his, but actually have Lucas getting rid of him in the 4th or 5th round.
Oh,
That's just my opinion.
that's a bold statement.
I'll be surprised. I'll be surprised, and I'll give Danny hell of credit if the fight could go to the scorecards. And you're right that fight could go either way in the sense that Danny does have that good power and good timing that he could time Lucas and possibly knock him out. But I just think that Lucas is going to get to him first and get rid of him.
Could be, man. I personally don't see this fight going more than 10 rounds. And I say 10 rounds because both fighters are very dangerous fighters, man. And this fight could go either way. But guys, man, comment down below. Give us your thoughts. Give us your feedback, man. And tell us how excited you are about this bout also. Know what I mean, man? And shout out to everybody that's been supporting throughout the beginning, throughout the whole movement, man. Appreciate everything. But stay tuned, man. We got the Canelo and Mayweather prediction video coming up real soon, man. So stay tuned, guys. Easy.
Thanks, guys.